burglars have some pretty sly tricks to rob your home. iStock Getty Images It's something no one wants to think about. Home intrusion happens every 15 seconds, with more than 2 million reported per year. You might already know better than to leave air conditioning units in your windows when you go on vacation or let your mail pile up outside. These habits are basically like hanging a giant sign outside that says, "Rob me." But there are a few lesser-known things you should pay attention to that can help keep you from becoming the next victim of a robbery. Ahead, check out some of the devious plots that real burglars use to gain entry into homes, along with what they'll do once they're inside. Remember me? I was just here last week installing your new carpet. Most professionals you hire to perform services in your home are upstanding citizens who would never think of stealing from you. However, there is a small percentage who have much more sinister goals beyond just cleaning your gutters. These men and women are smart enough to keep their hands to themselves while they're on the clock. But they might be scoping out your home to check for valuables and the likelihood that they could get away with breaking and entering. They might even leave a window unlocked to make it easier when they return later. Next, this is the best place to stash your cash. Keep your cash and jewel in your kids' room. They rarely check kids' rooms for valuables. I take photos for you. iStock Getty Images Burglars admit they almost never go in kids' rooms. If you have valuables to hide, that's the best place for it. Next, doing this is like advertising for your house to get robbed. That Facebook status told me everything I need to know about when to break in. Burglars like when your Facebook status tells them all they need to rob your house. Brendan Smielowski, Getty Images. Before you post to your social media accounts that you plan to be out of town, stop and think who might be able to see it. Updating your status with photos from the plane is basically just advertising that your home is sitting vacant and vulnerable. Next, here's why a fence is a bad idea. That fence you put up to keep me out could be the reason I break in. A fence gives burglars privacy, too. iStock.com/Andriask Fences might help your house feel like a fortress, but they could actually make your home a target for burglars. Intruders want to avoid being seen by the neighbors, so they target homes with large shrubs or tall fences that will keep their nefarious activities hidden. If you want to avoid becoming a victim, keep bushes trimmed and install bright lighting in your front, back, and side yards. Next, beware of anyone asking directions. I'll almost always knock before I break in. Knocking is to check whether someone's home. iStock Getty Images. The easiest way for a burglar to check whether someone's home is to ring the doorbell. An anonymous survey of 86 inmates serving time for burglary revealed that 100% of respondents knocked on the door before burglarizing any home. If you answer, they'll just make up a story about needing directions or their car breaking down. Next, this family member keeps intruders away. The louder and larger your dog, the less likely I am to rob your house. A big bark might scare away burglars. Kelly, iStock Getty Images. Your Bichon Frise probably won't help ward off any intruders. But if you have a German Shepherd or other large breed that's fiercely protective of the family, it will help dissuade would-be burglars from targeting your house. Next, it may be time to cancel the landscaper. Nice landscaping. Now I know you have a lot of money. A well-kept house looks like it might have some expensive items inside. iStock Getty Images. Everyone knows professional landscaping isn't cheap, so if the outside of your house is looking good, a burglar might set their sights on you as a target. People with money generally have well-kept lawns. Next, this one small step before a vacation can help deter intruders. Mail piling up is an obvious sign that you're out of town. Get someone to collect your mail for you. iStock, Getty Images newspapers at the end of the driveway, a mailbox overstuffed with mail. These are all prime examples of details that could make your house an easy target. Avoid making it obvious that you're not at home by taking the few minutes to stop your mail and newspaper while you're away, or have a neighbor collect it for you. Next, never install your alarm in this spot. Installing your alarm where it's visible from the outside is a bad plan. A burglar might be able to see whether your alarm is disarmed. iStock, Getty Images. A home alarm system can help deter burglars, but only if you set it. Avoid placing the alarm within view of a window or decorative glass in your front door. Then, a would-be intruder won't be able to see whether it's set when he's scoping out your house. Next, remember this tip when it's snowing. The lack of footprints in the snow tells me you're definitely not at home. If you're not home, get someone to shovel for you. iStock.com/Goldilocks. Escaping to the beach during the winter months? It may be worth it to pay someone to clear your driveway and front walkway in the event of a snowstorm. Nothing says nobody's home more than uncleared snow with no footprints. Next, never put anything valuable here. Newsflash: your sock drawer isn't an original hiding place. The sock drawer is a common hiding spot. iStock.com. When burglars break in, they usually head straight for the master bedroom to look for valuables, and yes, they'll definitely check your top drawer. Try stashing valuables in less obvious places, or better yet in a heavy safe. Next, your safe might not be very safe. That's a nice safe, I think I'll just take it with me. Bolt down your safe. You're a what when you're at iStock, Getty Images. A burglar won't spend a whole lot of time trying to get into your safe while he's in your house. But if it's not bolted down, he'll just take it with him. Next, the reason you might not want a security camera. Security cameras might stop me, or they could have the opposite effect. They might just disable the camera. Photographics, iStock, Getty Images. Installing a home security camera might seem like a great theft deterrent. But in reality, it might prove you have something worth stealing. Convicted burglars had mixed reviews on the effectiveness of cameras. Some avoided houses that had them, while others just disabled them. Next, this effective theft deterrent costs almost nothing. Leave the TV on and I probably won't risk it. A loud TV could be a deterrent. G. Petrick, iStock, Getty Images. A blaring television or radio is usually enough to deter a would-be intruder. Even if they suspect you're really not home, they won't take the risk and will just move on to a different house instead. Next, this bumper sticker could make you a target. Your NRA sticker tells me you've got guns to steal. Guns are often stolen. Scott Barber, Getty Images. Burglars typically target jewelry, electronics, cash, and credit cards. But they will also happily steal your guns and collectibles. Read more. The #1 state where you're most likely to be robbed or burglarized. Check out the cheat sheet on Facebook.